get closer and closer to the main and wrapping up the corporates. The fights just keep getting better and better. Don Mario there in the blue against Kiwa. Pakau out of the red. They touch gloves. A lot of crowd support here for the Glozier boxing boy. Very aggressive here, Kiwa. Don
Kiwa.
looking very chill.
And here we have a southpaw. First southpaw of the night, coming out left-handed. Now, southpaw and orthodox boxer changes the complete dynamic of a bout. This is going to come down to, it's going to be a lot more tactical when they got their front feet are both in line. You can see tangling of the feet sometimes. And because those feet are in line, it increases the distance between both boxers. So they can't just punch from where they are. They've got to do something first or close that gap and then land shots. So let's see what kind of tactics the boys are going to employ to take it, make that bridge between the two boxers.
Good point, Chad. And as an orthodox fighter fighting a southpaw, you've always got to move to that right. You move to that left, you're going to get clocked.
That's the one, yeah. And you can see Kiwa. Typically, southpaw boxers are more counter-puncher boxers. You know, typically not always the case. You get some like Manny Pacquiao, who early in his career was a very aggressive boxer, but as he got on, he started to use, you know, boxing tactics side to side. But here we see Kiwa using that distance, using that range. He's boxing out long. And there we have Don Mario switching it up.
He's going to southpaw now. And good on him. I mean, like, he's had a few fights. You can do that at this level, and it just goes to show the intelligence of, you know, his boxing style as well. But good on him. I mean, I always love meeting a switch hitter, and Don's doing a bit of that tonight.
Yeah, that's it. You know, sometimes people switch up. You know, there could be two reasons. They've done it before and it's something that's worked, or they don't really know what to do and they're trying to find something that might unlock the puzzle that's in front of them.
It always makes for a great matchup with the southpaw and orthodox, and we're seeing that tonight. Kiwa coming forward, keeping his style, keeping that southpaw style, which, you know, at times will take its toll on any fatigued boxer. And just as we say that, he switches again. You know, he started off the left jab. Now he switched stance, leading there with the right hand and right jab from Don.
You know, it's good to switch, good to throw off his opponent. You know, I think that out of the two of them, when he switches, it'll be Kiwa that'll be probably most surprised. I mean, southpaws don't often come across other southpaws, and they can actually probably find southpaws harder than orthodox boxers find the southpaw.
And that could be the key to unlocking the puzzle. You know, we talk about it tonight. I'm loving the aggression here too from Don, walking forward, throwing those uppercuts. He might not be as tactical and move those angles, but he's landing with those uppercuts.
But that's what he needs to do. You know, southpaw boxers used to that space, having that mental space to, you know, play around and be tactical and box. And, you know, when you smother that distance and get inside, that's not where they want to be.
And was that a gesture from Don there? Just, hey, throw a couple at my breadbasket. You ain't got nothing. That power ain't even hurting. We'll soon find out if that is the truth.
Yeah, well, he wants to close the gap, and, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe not frustration, but he wants to get inside, and Kiwa's not committing to many of his shots. So just beckoning him to come on so he can get some of his own work off.
Bit of a crazy walk forward style there. The uppercuts, the walk forward right hands. He's throwing bunches and punches, but it will be racking up those scorecards for Don Mario.
Yeah, that's the one. You know, Kiwa hasn't done a massive amount in this bout, and you can see that Don is he's just working a bit more. He's a bit more eager. He's starting the exchanges. He's also typically staying in the center of the ring. You know, he's the aggressor, and all those little things are all adding up. You know, and the judges can see that.
Looking at the shorts there too, I think Don needs to pull them out because it's going to be easy for a below-the-belt shot there. Needs to bring them down just to be on the same level there as Kiwa.
Oh, well, does he want to bring them down?
As we now get ready for round 3, and it looks like the shorts have come a little bit lower to match that of Kiwa. On the same level now.
Yeah, just as we talked, maybe the other corner put in a bit of a complaint and said, hey, you know, that's not fair. We've got a whole target covered up.
The shorts were just underneath the armpits there, so it was only fair that they came down.
Oh, well, you can see that. Not bothered. He's shaking his head. Nah, you got nothing. He's going to come back. He's going to keep doing what he's been doing. Try and make it an uncomfortable night for Kiwa.
Love the aggressive style here, too, from Don. He just comes forward. He's switched again. Just putting his right foot forward now, trying to jab there with the right. Certainly probably confusing Kiwa tonight.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, he's from round one to now, he's been able to upset him, and I think his confidence is growing. He knows that when he walks in, shots aren't necessarily coming back, and now he can just openly walk in and let his hands go.
And tell me just what you just saw then, Chad. You talk about confidence. He threw a combo and then pushed him away. Is that when you are starting to get ring control, when you throw a combo then shove someone away like that?
Yeah, that's it, you know, whatever he needs to do to win, he needs to be rough and tumble, and you know, there you go, they're coming in, one hand holding, one hand throwing shots, and at the same time, yeah, their confidence. I'm the bigger man, you know, I'm the stronger man, I'm going to rough you up, you know, get in line, pushes him back, putting his physical imprint on the bout.
And you always look at the intent on the fighter's face, and look at Don, he just comes forward, being the aggressive of the two, pushing him away again, like you said, just showing that dominance.
That's the one, you know, and he's getting him in, you know, he's landing shots, you know, he's making him uncomfortable. Kiwa's not able to get any punches off. He's used to having a bit of space, you know, a bit of a gap between them to get his shots off, his nice long shots. And, you know, Don has done a really good job of taking that space away.
Walk forward, like you said, rough and tumble style to finish off this round 3.
Your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Don